Ah, this fucking guy. Jesus, man. So this is Dark Eater Madeir, and in my last video, I was going on about how the Nameless King was arguably the toughest boss in Dark Souls. Um, I don't know that that's true. I think that this dude is definitely the toughest. I think this took me at least 6 or 7 hours over the course of a couple of days. I would just get so kind of like bent out of shape dying against this guy that I would have to stop. Um, but I always had a smile on my face, you know? I think that that's one of the great things about Dark Souls is that you can be super frustrated but still have like a smile on your face, which is great. I think that's been kind of the reason why I've been playing it so much. As opposed to like getting stuck making music, you know? Like, I think at times being frustrated uh, in life, you can take maybe a page out of getting your ass kicked in Dark Souls and just kind of remember that it's not really that serious. You know, there's something to be said for, you know, not taking yourself too seriously. I think that that's where things can kind of get fucked up in the studio is when you start taking yourself too seriously, you know, whatever it is that you're working on. I guess it doesn't necessarily need to be music, but that's what I'm most familiar with is working on tunes and just getting so bent out of shape because I'm having trouble coming up with an idea or getting an idea out or whatever it is. I think with Dark Souls, as frustrating as these fights can be, you are always just kind of like, oh, it's just, you know, that's the point, is it's supposed to be tough. So you can manage to laugh when you get killed as opposed to kind of like losing your cool. And that's important in the studio too, you know? That's important in life. Is just taking a big step back and realizing that it's supposed to be tough sometimes, you know? And that's why when you get through those moments, like when you get a great idea down, it feels good. And also, when I listen to other people's music and I hear the inspiration and I hear how difficult it was to achieve whatever the idea is, I get like inspired, you know? Um, so it's kind of, you know, I don't know, it's weird. Like, this was a fucking tough battle with this guy. And as kind of disheveled as I would be, I would leave the Dark Souls universe into real life feeling strangely centered when I would get back in the studio. So I don't know if video games, and if there's anybody out there that loves Dark Souls as much as I do, I don't know if you felt that same way, but I don't know. I just thought I would share that little thought for what it's worth. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of different ways to play this game. There's a lot of ways to fight Madeir. I played through this game as a pyromancer and realized, I don't know, maybe an hour into fighting him, that fire is just not the way to fight this dude. So I actually did a little research and realized that he's weak to miracles. So that's why I'm throwing spears at him and shooting him with my bow and arrow. It's because he actually has a weakness to it. So, and I was also using the well-known Pestilent Mist cheese. But I will say, even working off his weaknesses, guys can Google the Pestilent Mist cheese. Even with, cheesing him a little bit, he's still fucking hard, man. You still have to know all of his movesets. You still have to get the rhythm down. It has to become this little dance that you do with this guy towards the end, you know? Like, you're getting close when you just can feel the animations before they start. And you can also kind of bait him into certain attacks that you feel most comfortable getting away from, timing your rolls and all that. I think this is where he dies. Man, yeah, see, I got him into this place where, there you go, he's dead. Where he was doing just attacks that I was very comfortable getting away from. Goodbye. Much respect, though. Much respect to Dark Eater Midir. He's fucking tough. Anyway, I'm going to do another video, I think, with Gale as the last one. But I spent a lot of time fighting this guy. And a lot of time thinking about it. And obviously a lot of time tweeting about it, too, if you follow me on Twitter or whatever. But anyway, if you haven't played Dark Souls, I think you should. I think, especially if you make music, I think that you might find some weird kind of like solace in playing such a difficult game. And if you can get yourself all the way through this game, I think might help you keep your head screwed on straight. Maybe not. I don't know. It might fucking drive you insane. I have no idea. But anyway, yeah. I guess maybe I'll see you guys again soon with another Dark Souls video. And maybe a little piece of advice if I'm feeling particularly inspired. Peace.